What's up, YouTube? Jables here. Welcome back. Welcome in, everyone. Today, we are continuing with our, well, technically continuing and finishing, kinda, sorta, our dedicated nightmare hunting, nightmare farming sorceress. She is primarily created because I like my hell maps on my main sorc, and I decided to make another one just to find that freaking SOJ doing Nightmare and Dariel. So today we're gonna go through all of Nightmare just so that we could get the quest for Larzik and get the extra res, and pretty much that's where I'm gonna land it. Unless if I do not like my maps in Nightmare, I will stay there. But if I don't like my maps, I might as well go through Hell, get all the quests in Hell done, so I could get extra skills and, you know, get another Larzik quest, yada yada, and then I will just come back to Nightmare and then keep re-rolling maps until I'm happy with them. And yeah, so that's kind of the purpose of this sorc. Let's jump in and talk about where we are. Not much has changed, I believe, if anything. By the way, this is Nightmare. Let's talk to Wariv. Let's actually talk to everybody, shall we?
Hi there. I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to...
Hello, Charcy.
Good day to you.
Hello, Geed.
Welcome.
Kasia.
Greeting. There is a place of...
And Nakara. Beautiful. Start of the first quest. As I was saying, I do not think I have changed anything since the last stream. Maybe one or two things, and I'll show you what those are. But pretty much from last stream where we finished normal, we were around 40. I leveled up all the way to level 50, and I actually misspoke in the last stream in the first part that the tier zones go up to 41. No, sorry guys, that's my bad. I was thinking about the item level having more sockets than maximum of 4 if it's higher than 41. So anyways, sorry, I got mixed up, but the tier zones go up to 45, 46, 45 if I'm not mistaken. So up to 5 levels higher, you'll still be able to get some, you know, experience. It gets slower and slower as you go, but it's actually quite fast anyway. I leveled, you know, from 45 to 50, or probably just from 40 to 50 in a matter of like an hour. Like, it was very fast. Probably even less, maybe. Maybe not less. I don't know. Something like that. So I got up to level 50, and here are my stats. I did respec again because I decided to wear a battle belt upped gold wrap. Well, it's an upped gold wrap, so that's why it's called a battle belt, and it needs 88 strength. So I got up to 90. And then the rest went vitality. Let's look at our resistances. So we have 23 fire, 55 lightning, which is nice, and 29 cold. And wow, perfectly 0 on the poison. That's weird. That's funny. Let's take a look at our gear. We're still rocking the spirit, which you will be able to find in Act 1. The 4 open socket base, if you have not found it in cows yet, in normal cows. We also are wearing a lidless, so this was the upgrade last stream. During the normal playthrough, I was wearing an Eye of the Wallless, I think. Wall of the Eyeless? One of those. It is the baby version of lidless wall, which gives the 20 faster cast rate but does not have the +1 to skill. So I upgraded this because it required level 41. We also went from stealth to a Skin of the Viper Magi. Now, without a hand-me-down, you would not be able to have this in normal, unless if maybe Bale dropped it. So Bale can drop things like Skin of the Viper Magi, but unlikely. So you could just keep sticking with stealth, but it's the same concept. It has faster cast rate. I lose some of the other stuff, but I gain 1 skill and 30 all res, and I have it socketed with some Magic Find. We still have the Tarnhelm, +1 to skills, Magic Find. I went with the Gold Wrap, which maybe now that I'm looking at our resistances, we might need to go to a different belt with some resistances, possibly. But we'll see how we do, just for extra Magic Find. We have Mage Fists for the, what is it called? For the faster cast rate. And I also swapped on some Nat Boots. Again, you would not be able to find these in normal yet, but any faster run walk and res will do. I was wearing Sanders earlier. Those are perfectly fine. So if I took these off, for example, and I just put Sanders on it for the faster run walk, I would be looking like this with our resistances. So, you know, these would even out a little bit more. But any boots and any nice gloves with Magic Find or resistances or faster run walk, faster hit recovery are going to be good. And then I'm just wearing Magic Find rings and 1 FCR amulet. And this gets us where? Let's see. We have 167 Magic Find. And remember, this is going to be a dedicated Magic Finder in Nightmare. More specifically Nightmare and Dario, but obviously she could do anything else in Nightmare once I like my maps. So she will start getting more. Now on an offhand, I have a Gold Dagger and a Rhyme Shield. So that gets us to 292 Magic Find, which is pretty nice. Faster Run Walk 54, 60 faster hit recovery. I did need to add a charm here to hit the 60 faster hit recovery breakpoint for the Sork. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. I forget, but I think you do need 1 charm if you don't have it anywhere else. And we go past the 105 breakpoint, so we meet the 105 breakpoint for faster cast rate. And unfortunately, that's because this is not perfect. If this was 35 faster cast rate and this was a perfect spirit, we could get rid of this faster cast rate amulet and we would be at 105 exactly. 5 mana after each kill, 7 magic absorb, and that's coming from the spirit. And let's take a look at our skills. Skills are 1 point wonders, which we need. This, and teleport. I did put 3 points total into static field just to increase my radius. Fire spells, I put 1 point and then 1 point wonders all the way down to Hydra just to remind myself, but you guys don't have to do this. But it's not stupid to just put 1 point into everything, including Fire Mastery, because we are going to dual spec just in case for Nightmare and in Hell if we end up actually going to Hell. If we do not like our maps this seed and we go through Hell to get our stuff, I might as well do that actually anyway. We'll see. But I was considering not if I really love my maps. We were going to need to dual spec for that so that we could deal with Ancients and stuff like that, right? So just as a reminder, I put 1 point everywhere here. And then our main tree is going to be our cold spells, 1 in Frozen Armor. Then we went down this skill tree to go to Frozen Orb. At which point, remember, we saved some of our skill points so we could simultaneously put them into here and here as we leveled, which allowed us to hit level 15 with both of them at the same time. Then I maxed out Frozen Orb, which is our main damage dealer, and now I am currently mastering Cold Mastery. And there's a little bit of a misconception that people also throw around there. People say like, oh, Cold Mastery, there's like a soft cap, like it's not effective anymore after 135 or 150 minus 150 minus enemy cold resist. Well, it definitely doesn't apply to anything more than 200, because if a monster, or like on more than 190, right? Or like 195, because if a monster has 90 resistances to something, you know, you subtract 190, they're at negative 100, right? Yes, but if something is immune and you break it with a cold sunder, the effect of cold mastery is reduced to 1/5 effectiveness. Meaning, if you have, let's say theoretically, minus 200% to enemy cold resistance, yes, on a regular monster, that is more than abundant. It's almost too much, right? Because it'll reduce them down to the smallest that it could ever go in this computer game, which is negative 100. So that's redundant, right? But on a cold immune monster, having minus 200%, what's 1/5 of 200? 40. So when it gets sundered to 95% resistance, then you get to subtract 40 from that, and all of a sudden, that's a huge, huge difference. Meaning the monster will only be have 55 cold res, right? Is that correct? 95 minus 40? Yeah. So the monster that was immune to cold would have 55 res to cold and not be immune anymore because of the sunder. So this is not something to sleep on. Don't just put 1 point into it, because I see a bunch of build guides that say, oh, just 1 point wonder for cold mastery, because all the plus skill gear that you get, it increases it enough. Or like put 10 points and then that's enough. No, no, no. Max it out secondly. So try to, you know what I mean? So first you're going to max out Frozen Orb, and then secondly you're going to max out Cold Mastery. Do not max the synergy to Frozen Orb, because look at how much it gives it. 2%. That is kind of pathetic. And most likely, I don't know, we could try maxing this out, but most likely it's better to go into the Fire Tree and start maxing Hydra out instead. Once Cold Mastery is maxed, because this will do plenty damage anyway, and all you're possibly going to do is what? After 20 levels, which I don't know how high I'm going to get, but if I stay in Nightmare theoretically, I won't be going much past 70 in general. It'll just get very, very slow at that point. Maybe after 75, right? Like that would be like really, really pushing it. Yeah, 75-ish. So I have 25 levels to go. So instead of maxing this out and wasting all those points, I could actually max this out by that time and feel safe for having a dual spec. So no sunder is required, meaning I don't have to worry about getting all my cold res crazy high or anything like that, or your fire res, whichever sunder you use, right? Like, no, you're gonna be fine. So yeah, that's the plan. Sorry for the long babble, but this is how it goes on the first video. But remember, today we're actually going to go through the whole game. We're going to go quickly. We are not going to be stopping to farm much, and it's probably going to be kind of like a more of a quiet stream, maybe. We will see. But we're going to just be teleporting like crazy straight through. I also have a Spirit Monarch lined up for me. Obviously, you cannot get this until Hell, so don't worry about it. By the way, so I'm just going to give you guys some goals. Act 1 is huge. You can get your 4 open socket crystal swords to make Spirit in. You can get 4 open socket pole arms to make Insight in. And you can find 3 open socket, which I actually don't. Okay, and you can find 3 open socket helms, which you can make either Cure in, or Bulwark, or Hearth for cannot be frozen for your mercenary. But Bulwark will keep him alive with Life Leech. And by the way, that is what I have. I don't have Bulwark, but I have Steel Skull, so I have a form of Life Leech. He has a bill, so these are all exceptional. You'll be able to find bills here. And I made him a hustle. which you will not have access to yet, but you might be able to get a Ko. Ko is cubable. If you find 4 Io runes, that cubes up to a Ko. But also find yourself Shale, Io, Sol, Tal, Thal, Ort, Am, and Ral, Tyr, Tal, Sol. Then if you want a hustle, if you have not found any other armors for your mercenary, which by the way earlier mine was using this, a hawkmail, just found in normal. It has cannot be frozen on it. But if you want to make a hustle, look out for 4 Ios additional to the one that you use for your helm. And you're going to make Shale, Ko, Eld, and an armor. And the armor is actually quite nice. It has lots of faster run walk. So do you see he moves very quickly. And 40 increased attack speed. So, and 10 all res. Unfortunately, he's going to lose the cannot be frozen. So if there is cold damage, he is going to suffer a little bit on that end. But it's going to be fine, I think. So yeah, mainly we're going to be using this. We're not going to be magic finding yet. We're just going to go run through and that. So runes, you're going to find them in the tower in the Black Marsh, if I'm not mistaken, right? The Black Marsh at the Countess. And then all the bases will just randomly drop anywhere. Also, let's go to players 8. Okay, awesome. Also, with that fire skill, it gives me some enchants, so I could enchant the mercenary. How long does this last? 288 seconds. What is that? 288, 240 is 4 minutes. So let's just say 4 minutes. I am kind of interested. How quick is this? So see, we have a goal, and we normally would skip this, but if our mercenary is strong enough to take him out, then sure, why not? Also, we are going to be doing all the quests, so don't worry about that. Hold enchanted but not immune. Very nice. And this is the craziness about, this is why I did not, this is my first kind of journey using a sorceress, because it is completely different than all the other characters' journeys. Because the sorceress just has teleport. I mean, it's going to be super fast. All the other journeys take such a long time, right? But not the sorceress journey. You guys will see what I mean. Oh my goodness. And Frozen Orb is just the way to go. It's just the best. I don't know what else to say. And you guys could do this on any player's count you want. I'm going to do it for players 8 because just in case I'm failing. I'm level 50, by the way. I would, if you want, you could go to Nightmare as early as 40. But remember, the Sorceress is kind of a fragile character. Yes, she's speedy and she has teleport and everything. But with that teleport, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, right? Have you guys heard that before? Well, that is also true. With great power comes great riskability. You know, if you accidentally teleport into a group of mobs, accidentally, they can just one-tap you, you know, two-shot you. You know what I mean? And it is not fun. And then you lose progress and yada yada. You know what I mean?
I am overburdened.
And I also want that faster run walk because, as you can tell, like, it is actually kind of nice. Let's, by the way, check this. Oh, it's open sockets. Wait, is it good? Oh no, so let's go here. Yeah, make sure you're checking all your helms. Things that you normally don't look at, start looking at them. I wouldn't normally go to Nightmare until I was at least 40. because of that squishy factor. You know what I mean?
This cave
She
has
also
been purged of
suffered.
evil.
Well, yeah, she has very little life. She only gets 2 life for each vitality. And I mean, I don't know where else. You know, where are you gonna get that from? By the way, my charms are kind of very whatever. I do have some mana charms here. But you can find charms like with some res. Like look at all these very little res guys. But you should be wearing a different belt, I would say, as well. And this faster run walk helps me actually walk or run and attack at the same time. Because Frozen Over is kind of like a shooter. You know what I mean? You run, you shoot a ball, you kite, and you shoot a ball. If you don't want to constantly teleport, and I don't. I don't want to constantly teleport, only if I have to get from point A to point B. Wow, there's a storm outside.
I can't carry anymore.
Aw, 2 sockets, but nothing on it. Come on, man. I'm so like tempted. I love like killing these little packs, but I kind of want to go through the game here. Alright, let's just go. Let's treat this like a speed run. You know what I mean?
There is dark magic at work.
Join my army of the dead.
Is it too loud? Or is that too quiet now?
Rest now, Blood Raven.
Might be too quiet now. I don't know. Alright, oh wait, no. You don't go anywhere. Yep, let's go to Stony Field. We're gonna take the other route. What the heck? Crystal sword, let's see it. Hey, see? That's what I'm talking about. All you gotta do is just look. Just open your eyes and try to notice random drops. Okay, this is Stony Field. We do want the waypoint. We're gonna save Kane. This is why I love Frozen Over for lower levels. It's so much better in my opinion than Blizzard. Blizzard is so like, I mean they both have the delay, but Blizzard just does one area. It's kind of weird. Whoa, look at that. And it has the repairability. Fast run walk and lightning res. How cute is that, right? Very cute. Yeah, also make sure you're looking for pole arms. Look for pole arms, swords, and helmets. Okay, here are the stones. Okay, super chest. By the way, these houses with the porch and the chest over there and the bed, those are super chests. You should always click on those, and the higher the player count, the better when opening them. Okay. Oh, let's open that. We go straight across. We're sorry, not across. Yeah, straight across. like are getting no experience because we're so over leveled. Oh. Wow, so there must have been a divot somewhere? Where did it go? Wow, I might lose power to be honest. How the heck? Wait, what in the world is going on here? Also, you could look for bows. I forgot, because you can make an insight and a bow. Don't forget that. So here, let's check out this bow.
I can't.
Whoopsies. One open socket. But it could get 4 open sockets, and you could just put it on an Act 1 mercenary instead. And you could hire one because you're in Act 1. Wow, so it went... Look how far to the left it went before it went across. That is insanity. Where are you? That is an insane map. No lie. Bill, this is actually a pretty good weapon for a mercenary. Whoa. Am I good? And by the way, just killing more like white mobs actually helps with the chances of you getting a white item. So check all of your stuff. Okay. Okay, there's the waypoint. Where's Mr. Treehead? Wow, big camp over here. Man, Frozen Orb spreads out so nicely. It is just so wonderful. Soul Rune, very nice. Alright, Mr. Treehead, where are you at? Another camp. Is he gonna be? No. He must be here then, what the heck? Oh yes, here he is. Alright.
The tree has an aura of magic about it.
We got the waypoint, right? So we're just gonna keep going ahead. The next one. See, even at level 50, these guys are still tanky. Very tanky, actually. Check out these gloves. Dual res. Wow. Thunderstorm is really starting to pick up there. Hold on, let's go talk to Akara and all that good stuff. There we go. Kasia, you're welcome.
Good day.
Also, faster run walk, right? Why do I have it? Whoa, nice one. Because I hate walking slow in town. Simple, nice, simple, and I like to run, shoot, okay? I don't know if I answered that question exactly, but why would I choose Sanders over like a pair of double res? Because of the 40 faster run walk. So that's why I'm choosing these over some Magic Find boots like these. Alright, mucho importante. Mucho, mucho importante. Alright. What else was I gonna do? Oh, beautiful. I could try and attempt to make another spirit, because why not? You know what I mean? If I get the runes. Let's put that away. Soul rune. Whoops. Wrong portal. That's the portal that,
I am overburdened.
That's the portal that the shrine gave. Also, there's another super chest. Ooh, rare drop. Soul rune. Okay. Holy moly, Caprioli, where is the waypoint, huh? Can you please tell me, game? Well, here's the tower. Jeez Louise. Watch, the waypoint's gonna be like right here. Yeah. Of course. Alright, let's go rescue Kane.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't want to carry that. I want to open the portal, please.
Tristram was no match for Diablo's fury. Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
There we are.
Greetings.
Ooh. Heyo. That's a nice one. It even has 25 mana. I'm wearing dual magic find though, but muy bien, muy bien. All right. Yes, sirree. It has a bunch of mana. I love it. These. They're not great. They're kind of cool for level 12 required. I mean, bro, it's pretty solid. Do we want to do a tower run? Yeah, sure. To the left, to the left.
This place holds many secrets.
To the left. Whoa. Oh, still alive? To the left. If you accidentally, you know, catch yourself teleporting into like a nasty situation, right? Like, what's hugely important there is your life amount. If your life exceeds like this threshold where you'll be put into hit recovery, then that's good. If your life does not, then that's not good. Players 1, let's go back down to players 1 to increase the most chances of runes. Back up to players 8. And what do we get? Tier Am. There we go. That's your Am rune for Spirit. And your Soul rune that we got earlier. Yep. Here's your Soul for Insight. Oh, here's your Tier for Insight. I mean, look at this. Literally everything's being handed down to you. 19, this. 17, I mean. Oh, Skull. Okie dokie. What happens to the music? Did you guys notice that? Just went silent. Interesting. Alright, let's go to a new zone. Can't stand the silence. There we go. Across the statue.
On Dariel's stronghold.
I want the Malice. Let's go back to the Malice.
I hope the sisters appreciate this one.
There's 8 Smith. Wow, kind of hurt a mercenary there. To the left for the waypoint.
It's long gone now.
Okay, now we're starting to get some experience. Did you guys notice? Like, the higher we go in Act 1, the more. This is across. I want to the left for the waypoint. Is it like down here? Yeah. Isn't that funny? I wonder if I could teleport there. Haha! Yes, I can, suckers. Alright, across, across. Wow, the jail maps are ridiculous. And to the left. Oh my goodness. And even this jail map is kind of crazy too. Oh, that's right. Cold Mastery. We're 2 levels away from maxing that out. There we go. By the way, how can I tell that my enchant is gone? Because that red tint on the sword is no longer there. That red is no longer there, which means that
This place chills me to the bone.
that enchant is off, which means that my mercenary's enchant is off. That's how I remember. I enchant myself as well. Nice little trick, huh? Oh, what's over here? Ah, you almost had me there, game. Let's go this way. Hopefully waypoint's up to the right. No. No. Okay, waypoint. Okay, give me a quick Andy, shall we? To the right, to the right. Yes. And is this a quick one? Okay, not here. Oh my goodness, that's a long one. Player's aid Andy, I guess. Spear rune. Okay, now static here will only work up to 33% of their total life. And just literally you could do what I'm doing, which is kind of annoying. But you can do it like this. And there we go, we've killed her with our switch on. What did she drop? Oh my goodness, nothing. On her first drop, she dropped nothing. Is that what you're telling me? Or nothing significant? 3 things. Claws, Bill, Helm. Ship's cold, ship this. Wow.
Fallen.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed in the evil queen's
I am overburdened.
thingy-mabob. Unless if we're on players 1. No, we're not. There we go, guys. Congratulations. You have done Act 1. And let's see how quickly the rest of this goes.
Oh.
You're welcome for returning it. Do you guys want to see a... Oh, look at this. This is a nice belt. If I didn't have this and I wasn't stubborn to keep this on for now, this is a great belt. Yes, you lose that 4th row of potions, but I mean, that life, that will help you with that faster hit recovery thing that I mentioned earlier, you know? What else? Do we need to talk to anybody? Oh yeah, do you guys want to see an imbue? Let's imbue this diadem. Shall we?
Bye. Hello.
So let's buy everything. Uh-huh. Now let's imbue this sucker on stream.
Greetings.
Will this be any good? Boom. Yo. To be honest with you, let's pretend that the Amazon skills are not there. Who cares about that, right? Because I'm not going to use this on Amazon. But the bare minimum of it having 20 FCR, 10 all res, with the exception of 45 life, 45 fire, and that baby damage reduced by 3, that's solid. I have worse. Where is my worse? Look at this one. Way worse. Wow. Way, way worse. Huh. I feel like everyone is, but this is level 64 required. Yeah. I see. But still, this is great. Very nice. That goes here. Okay, let's keep going. So we finished all our quests. By the way, imbue only, I would say, diadems, tiaras, and, well, technically I'm not going to say anything. You could imbue anything you want. I do try to aim for anything higher, but obviously that diadem was found on my Holy Grail sword, because you could only drop those in Hell. But if you find a coronet, like the second, you know, then do that. And do something like that. Or you should wait. Ideally, you should wait maybe a little bit until you're higher level. But the diadem and the tiara probably does not matter what level you are. But the coronet might help you out if you're a little higher. Same thing with the circlet. Alright, let's get our point, our skill point. We're not going to talk to everybody. Let's just screw that. I want to go quickly on this. Okay, look, enchant is off. As you can tell, it's not red anymore. It's just regular white, right? And now if we enchant, look, now it's red. Yeah. Beautiful. By the way, Nightmare Andy is something you should love doing or get to love doing. And she is, we could talk about this in either at the end, or while we play, I guess. She is very good for jewelry. She's very good for, whoa, ouch. My mercenary. Maybe player Zeta is not a good thing for these sewers. She's weak to fire. So you can, I would say let's play through just like I am here, right? Play through the game, get your skills, get your, you know, do your ancients and all that good stuff first. But no, actually, I take that back. You should farm Andy. And using that free respec, right? That free respec like command, and when you hold Alt and left click on your skills, right? Just spec out to fire, and I'll show you what I mean. And you could run Andariel in Nightmare. Oh, whoa, ouch! Over and over and over and over until you get some nice, some stuff. You could. That's the probably best and earliest and best place to find the Stone of Jordan. But you could get a whole bunch of good stuff from her, so run her a few times before going into Act 2.
Misguided monster.
What is this? Oh, and it's ethereal. Unfortunately, not useful. Let's grab the small charm. That. Okay. One more point to Cold Mastery.
They say.
Well, hello.
Also, what you could possibly shop for is lower resistance charges on a wand. That can help if you're like stuck like on a boss or whatever, but you should not be, you know, especially at this level. Actually, hold on, I forgot to explain to you guys what I wanted to talk about when it comes to the fire build, right? So if you guys want to respec just temporarily and while you're farming in Dariel, get rid of all of these, just put 1 point to frozen armor, and you should be like around 20 points each, like for 2 skills to max, right? So what you're gonna max for fire, you're gonna go down exactly how far I did, and what you're gonna do, or not even really, what you're gonna do is you're gonna probably max fireball. Put 1 point into everything that I did. Put 1 point into Fire Mastery as well. So exactly how I did it, how I have it. And the first skill you max, like when we max Frozen Orb, would be Fireball. And the second skill you max would be Meteor. Ooh, Meteor. Never mind, Meteor requires even more points. Yeah, or just go. Yeah, maybe sacrifice these 3 points, put it to Meteor, and then Meteor would be your second skill that you'd be maxing now. And then after Meteor, you would go Firebolt, if you were higher level than us right now, okay? That's the quick rundown. Okay, hug the wall. I'm still on players. We don't need anything in the dry hills. We don't even need the waypoint here. We don't want it. Now I might want it, so I am gonna look for it. There we go. But Far Oasis, because we already have our cube, so we do not need to go into the Halls of the Dead. Oh, forgot to. Yeah, this insight is not enough, not fast enough. And there are several reasons for that, but one reason is, you know, I don't have that much mana. Well, I don't have as much as like my main sorceress does. And I'm literally just teleporting non-stop. Okay, there we are, but we need the waypoint, right? We did not find the waypoint.
Not enough mana.
Where the heck? Where is this? To the right, which is going to be this way. Oh, actually, it could be here in the back. Is it here in the back? Yes, it is. So this was a wraparound. To the right again. Whoops. And now to the top right. Okay.
How may I help you?
Heyo, 7 fire res with 7. Wow, that's a good one, bro. What is going on here? Okay, I see you. This one's also nice, but I kind of prefer this mana stuff in the walk run. What's in here? Okay, good. How are we doing on fire now? 27. Okay. By the way, you know what? What am I doing? These are the level up charms, right? What are you doing, Jables? I'm sure I have some better ones. Oh, what the heck? Yes, yes. 18 to life. Let's put that bad boy on here as well. Wow. Lightning res, fire res. Wow, look at these charms, baby. Lightning, lightning. Cold and life. Can we make this? No. I want to make this. 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 Oh my goodness, wait, no. This goes with these other ones. The life and let's do this. Beautiful. So now it's kind of like symmetrical with the exception of this. How are we doing on our resin now? 55, 31, 35. Hey, very nice. We still have even more. Look at that. Yeah, these are all for leveling. You know? Wait, no. There we are. We needed to make some room there. Sorry about that, boys and girls, but where's my other fire res? Here, huh? Okay. Running out of pots. Boy. Don't get me started. sorry. Whenever I go to town, my mind starts racing. I'm kind of... We got the staff, right? Yeah. Okay, that's why we came back, to go next. And we got all... Whoopsies. Okay, Lost City. Might as well also get the waypoint here if we can. Because again, we're going to be spending lots of time in Nightmare. At least I am. That's the whole point of this journey for me. For you guys, it will be to probably do more. Okay, here's our waypoint. Just kind of in the corner there. Alright, let's see if we could find the Valley of Snakes.
Strong magic within this place.
Okay, this is just exactly how you entered. That's where you go. By the way, stopping and killing things here is going to be worth it. Just like how I was explaining to you in the last stream, Far Oasis and Lost City have like this nice little, you know, leveling place. That's where it opens up. So it's very, it's worthwhile. Way more than, like, let's say Act 1 is, right? At our level, that is. Okay, put that in there. More life. And I think the last point, there we go. And I highly doubt I'm going to be maxing Ice Bolt.
Good day.
I'm just gonna probably go into fire.
Greetings.
Okay. Whoops. Make the staff. Put everything away. Grab that. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to Drognan, guys. Don't forget to talk to Drognan. Did we do that already? Let's double check. Yes, we might have. Jerhan. Heal Fire Eye over here. He's super unique. All he drops 2 items. Has minions. It's fire immune, fire enchanted, therefore fire immune. That's his special property. Got us about half a level here with all these little other minions, right? We are slowed though. Grrr.
I am overburdened.
Meditation. By the way, keep those eyes peeled, boys and girls. Swords, polearms, bows, and helms.
Distorts reality.
Alright.
Fascinating.
Ooh. Go scepters. Scepters. Oh Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Specters have higher drop chances of runes. So if you don't mind, stop by to kill those guys. Yep. However, they are dangerous. They stack up on top of each other, and they can wreck your mercenary pretty quickly. These are super chests, by the way, at the end of each section here, so it is worthwhile to open them. If it's not dangerous or whatnot. Okay, maybe it's top right. Second wave, let's see if it's true. No. drop. I heard there's something. Oh, a ring. Nah, I'm good. Also, our enchant wore off. There we go. Bottom right, maybe? There we go.
I can't carry anymore. That couldn't have been
Rare
Sorceress.
amulets.
Or that.
But there's Angelics and Cyber, I believe? Or Sivers. Okay, make sure you get the waypoint. Take a look, see what we have. The 2 stars maybe are here, or 2 V's. Is it here? No, what? That's the last one. Circle and moon. Yep, these. What's here? Just goes away. Now, Talrash's tombs are also a great place to get experience. If we stay here and just kind of like farm, we will be getting nice experience in here. However, depending on the mob type, it could get a little annoying. Like ghouls, ghoul lords are kind of annoying, but you know, not as bad. These mob types are pretty nice. These are slow. The preserved dead are slow. But we do have, I think, unravelers. Yeah. And them resurrecting everybody is just kind of like, not my favorite. Oh, what's down there? There we go. By the way, we are not gonna kill Jerry on players 8. Let's go down to players 3. You guys can easily go down to players 1. It is completely impractical to kill him on a higher player count, I would say. Because he has Holy Freeze, he slows everybody down. Static stops working at 33% life, so 1/3 of his life is still going to be remaining after you're done staticking. Let's make this decision once and for all. I think it is time to just max out Hydra, I think. We could also go Fireball. So some people do Frozen Orb Hydra, or some people do Frozen Orb Fireball. Fireball requires you to kite, like kite and shoot. This kind of does its own thing. Sorry, Hydra. So I think I'm gonna go with Hydra, maybe. I could potentially try this thing, right? I guess let's try it until we need the Hydra, because that's right, we have free respecs anytime we want. If you do not want to use this, or for some reason you do not have that function, if you're playing on, I don't know, PlayStation or something, I don't know, but like if you're playing in a something that does not allow you to have free respecs on single player, because this only works for single player, by the way, this does not work online. Then if you do not have free respecs, then definitely go into Hydra, so you're dual spec'd. So you have Frozen Orb maxed, Cold Mastery maxed, in that order. 1-point wonders, so that you could teleport and static. And then you go into Hydra, with Fire Mastery going to be the last thing that you're going to max. Right? And then any remaining points you could put into Fireball, I guess. But Mastery would be after Hydra. Me, I guess, you know what? If this is the case, wait, what level are we? 53, huh? We might as well spec into the Spirit. Yeah, we'll change in a quick second. Because I'm going to respec into Spirit as well. Also, leave yourself a safety TP, shall ya? If you have any magic find gear, make sure you swap that on. So, and we get nothing. See, that's what happens when you fight Duriel. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about about being high player count for him, because he just loves to drop town portals anyway. It's completely, I do not like his drop table or whatnot.
Next time.
On the off chance, I remember like when I played online, whenever I play online, he weirdly has a pretty high, ooh, look at that poison res and MF, kind of nice. He seems to have like a higher chance of dropping a Geats. Am I wrong? I don't know, but somehow he always ends up dropping me Geats. Not always, but like whenever I need a Geats and I'm just randomly doing things, and let's say I'm helping a friend out or something like that, he ends up dropping me the Geats. So, I don't know. I've had luck with him for that, but besides that, not a lucky one. Now, so congratulations, you have completed Act 2. Give yourself a clap or a pat on the back, and head off to Act 3. Now, if you want to stay in Act 2, you should ask, what can you do there, Jables? And there's not much. Some nice areas that I like, if you don't mind the lightning damage that they cause, is Far Oasis for Beetle Burst and beetles in general, and Lost City. Those tend to give some nice experience. Also, if you don't mind the Talrash's tombs, they are good magic find places, and they're dense. That's the great part about them, is that they're very dense. And since all of our skills, you know, our main skills are AoE, we have a nice, easy time. As long as, you know, maybe the Unravelers that resurrect the skeletons, if they spawn, they kind of can be annoying. Like I said, there's some annoying mob types, and some of them are a little maybe on the dangerous side if they have like fanaticism or something, like Urdars. But even beetles could spawn in there, great experience. So Act 2 is actually very decent for experience. So Far Oasis, Lost City, what's it called? Talrash's tombs are great. But besides that, I would just go to Act 3. Right? Like, it's not like a milestone. It's not like Act 1 Andy. Like, Act 1 in Dariel is a milestone. So you could stay and farm her before going to Act 2 however long you want. But Act 2 is kind of boring. And like I said, Duriel is not an effective magic find boss, I would say. Bill could have 4 open sockets. What the heck is in here? Oh. What's in here? Boop! Hey! 4 open sockets! See, that's what I'm talking about. There you have it. You just found yourself an exceptional base for your mercenaries insight. Okay, we have to see. Do the little side entrances appear on the bottom wall or on the top wall? Okay, so one is here. What is this? Okay, so here we have a waypoint. Okay, now I don't mind skipping all this kind of. I want to kind of farm, if I'm going to, Flayer Jungle. But I guess you could do it too. Like, in general, Act 3 is good for experience. There's a lot of density. Hey, pretty open socket for a druid. Is this empty or is this what we need? That's what we need. Oh, of course I'm gonna get cursed off right away. there's any connections. Okay, it does go this way, which makes me wonder if I could get a flare jungle. By the way, you know, the reason that I always go to flare jungle, like in normal, is because that is actually a nice spot. But in Nightmare, you could pretty much get good experience everywhere in Act 3, I would say. But flare jungle is a special spot, and I'll explain why. It is the first location from which you can get Skiller Grand Charms. Skiller Grand Charms. It's going to be the first location. So you can potentially, you know, dedicate yourself to farming flare jungle to get plain +1 to cold skills Sorceress, +1 to fire skills Sorceress, or any skiller in the game. You can get it from what's it called? From the flare jungle in Nightmare. Okay. Super mana, greater mana? No, super mana. Okay, can we get a flare jungle? Whoa, Falrune! Look at that, huh? Health Shrine. Oh, what is this? Flare Jungle, there we go, alright. Let's live our experience shrine. Go, 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 go. Flares 8, let's go. What is here? Is this another connection? Is this already the Flare Jungle? Oh, it is. So what's here? Is this the waypoint? Oh my goodness. Our fire res is not good. Oh my goodness gracious. Also, if you find a regular white sword like this, you can gamble and put it in the cube. But it will not get 4 open sockets anymore at Larzik. Just FYI, it will get more. Alright. Oh, I almost missed this. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's go back to town for a second. I need to organize a little better. First of all, this is for your mercenary. Beautiful. We got a freaking Falrune. Would you believe it? Falrune, very nice. This goes in here. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of those in there. That's fine. We can take those out later. We have not found the Gidbin yet, if I'm not mistaken, or anything of that sort. But I do want to respec here really quickly. And because I want to put this on. Yeah, boy. 54, level 54. 156 strength, though. That's going to be huge strength. We're going to lose a lot of life for this. Maybe it's not good, but it does give us res. No fire res, but it does give us the other res. And I kind of want to do it. So let's respec together. 156 strength. Alright. Come on, 156. Oh my gosh. Let's see how much life do I have now. Oh, 452. Barely got more life than mana. Alright, skills. Let's do 1 point wonders first. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. 1 into warmth. And now I guess my mercenary will not have enchant. Or should I give him enchant? I should, right? Let's give him enchant. We can do this just in case, I guess. Right? And now for the cold skills. There. Okay, we're going all the way down here. We max this, max that, and our remaining points. So right now we're doing 3. Whoops. Whoops, sorry. 340 to 357. Let's see how much each point gives. 346 to 364. Yeah, see, not a lot. Very not a lot, but it is what it is. Boom. This is just a bad spirit. Horrible. Okay. Gauntlets. Alright, let's check out what's over here. Oh, this is just a dead end.
I can't carry anymore.
Increase attack speed and magic fire. And Frost Nova. Kinda cool. Whoops. Okay, so this is all flare jungle, huh? All of this even? Oh, so the flare jungle also starts on this end. Alright, so first... Wait, it doesn't go anywhere? Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't. Okay. Nout, by the way, that's a decent... Whoa, and it's ethereal.
I can't.
Gosh darn it. Why do I have so many things that I like to keep and see if experimenting with it is good? Oh wait, it's ethereal. No mercenary could ever wear this, and I don't think any rune word has indestructible for 3 open socket flails. Maces. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna regret it ever. Or will I? I don't know, man. Oopsies. Alright. Oh, of course we forgot to put those away. By the way, how is our res doing? Yeah. We could use some extra fire, I guess. Okay, what is this going to be? Waypoint? Very nice. So the last side area will be the good bin and that. Oh my goodness, where is this area? It's up here? Well, excuse me. Leave a TP there. Okay, also another potential for... Hey, look at that. And ethereal. 4 open sockets? No, it does not. Crown. Decent helm. There's 2 things that it could be.
I must take
And
this
one
door.
of them is better than the other, but still. Both good. Let's see what this one is. This one's the lesser good one. The other one has 30 fire and 30 lightning. Alright, let's find the lower Paras waypoint. Also, let me check this.
I don't sense any magic about this item. Very strange.
Very strange if you don't sense anything magic about that item. level. Hopefully, yeah, to finally get our freaking, what is this? 368, 387, 375, 394. I wonder if we can get a bonfire. Where is our waypoint? Jeez Louise. Okay, here's one bonfire. Here are super chests, the ones that I'm clicking. Unfortunately, that needs a key. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, and I do have 2 bonfires. Look at that. Also a nice map.
I need a key.
Okay, we got our waypoint. Go back. To the left, to the lightning res. I take that off. I should put fire res instead on there. Actually, I was just thinking about that. To the left. Whoa. A good experience, but watch out, dolls are there. Jeez Louise. A good experience, and starting in Act 3 Flare Jungle, that's a huge kind of like step up, experience-wise, and even dangerous places like this, although dangerous, are good for experience. Also, check something like, ouch. Check something like that for a nice shield. To the left, to the left. To the left again. What the? Oh. Now see like how we're poisoned, right? So although I said, okay, make yourself a bulwark, right, for your mercenary Shale IO soul, so that he can leech life, life leech, and have some like damage reduction.
I am overburdened.
It isn't like completely off the table that cure isn't more like just helpful. I mean, it is helpful to you more. Cure is Shale Iotal, which gives him the cleansing aura, meaning all curses and poison will pretty much disappear very shortly after it's applied to you. However, that will stop the mercenary from being able to leech. And that at that point, you would have to find an armor, which there's only like 2 or 3 lower level unique armors that have life leech on them. So no hustle, no cannot be frozen, you know, you forego that, right? Same thing, I guess, if you go with Hearth, Shale Io Thal for the cold resistance helm, and it cannot be frozen, you also lose life leech, right? So you are going to have to rely on the prayer, the prayer aura that you hire the Act 2 guy with. That will naturally kind of heal both of you guys, right? But you know, that might not be enough, because sometimes it just isn't. Okay, what's in here? Oh yeah, we gotta turn all this stuff in, man.
Back.
Okay,
Yes.
let's turn things in, shall we? Okay, we'll get a ring from Ormus. Let's talk to this guy, Mashif. He could just keep hanging around there if he wants. There we go.
What can I do for you?
10 FCR again. Whoa! With a huge amount of mana. Nice. Level 22 required. Unfortunately, only cold res. But, hey,
Hello there. No, greetings.
I'm not saying it's bad. Also, So those, we can save those. Okay, make sure you don't run out of TPs. Let me put that FCR ring away. Oh, very nice. That goes here. Tier rune. Oopsies, gloves. These are way better than these. These do have dual res. But no magic find and kind of low and bad. Like this is 17. You know what? I think I have to toss these. They are level 12 required, but this is just not a lot of anything. It does have a lot of gold find. I wonder which gloves have like a buff. Oh yeah, isn't it chance cards have so much? Yeah. That goes to, let's sell it just for good luck, so we didn't waste them. Alright. We got the 2 pieces, now we need the 3rd, so we can go back to Burst. Alright. These are tanky boys. Don't feel like doing that. I want to find the temple, which is facing to the top right, the staircase that is. Okay, so it's going to be here. Now, Serena over here is a great, the temples in general are also great places to farm experience. They have like designated, well, they have like designated amounts of uniques, or sorry, like elites that spawn here, elite groups. So, you know, you'll never have less than you should. Or sorry, like you are always guaranteed, right? So that's a good one. Yeah, there's more than just that one room, right? Each, oh gosh, are we gonna be sewer poisoned? Probably. Hopefully we can find a well. Oh, and yeah, so we have a well right there with the waypoint. Okay, let's go into the sewers. By the way, we do need that book for the quest, right? That's why we went there. Saw bats and I thought that was the thing. And I'm like, wait, the mini map doesn't show the lever. Oh, bats again. Nope. Oh my goodness. Sewers, you're killing me, boys. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. If I just went a little bit down when I entered, I would have been good. Where's the main guy? What the heck? Oh, he has teleport. I was gonna say, what? There we go. Whoa. Oh, don't get stuck. Ouch. Don't get stuck. Whoa, Jesus. This guy has the... Oh no, he's just something else. Longsword could also
I
have
can't.
4 open sockets. Heyo. Let's put that away. Wow. You're getting so lucky. Longsword, however, you will need a little bit more dex. I think you will have to pump 20 points into dex, which kind of sucks, I guess, but if that's the first one you find, don't worry about it. Just plug the points into dex and move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's skip all the way to the upper crust. Do we need the waypoint here? If you like to farm the tombs, like the little these guys, right? The Forgotten Reliquary and all that stuff, then grab the waypoint. Yeah, sure. You could potentially also get it very close to to this bridge here, which also has these 2 tombs right here. Very nice places to farm for experience. You have guaranteed elites there. Oh no, I totally forgot. For Travancore specifically, we want to do players 3, but we might have already spawned them. Who knows? Okay, let's go get our points from Alcor.
May
There
the
we
black
go.
book bring a black day to hell.
Alright, while we're actually in town, let me really quickly grab something to drink. One sec. I'm back. Okay. Alright, the reason we don't want to do Travancore on higher than players 3, potentially, is because they heal themselves. If they're close to one another, they heal. Plus, the Travancore actually, the layout, right? Like the mob type that spawns in the area of Trav, because I call them Trav, but they're Trav members, and the other monsters are just, monsters. There could be healers there too. So like these guys, the Hierophants, and they freaking heal them too. So that's why I would even suggest going on players 1. I just want to kind of test out my strength here. And by the way, the way that I play Frozen Orb, man, I should have explained this earlier. The way that I play Frozen Orb, remember how I explained that I like to run and shoot? Obviously, when I'm frozen or chilled, that kind of is not good, right? But I hold stand still, or like force stand still. Meaning, so like do you see? I could cast using my left click without moving. And that's because I am holding another button that is forcing my sword from, see, like I walk, I press the button and it shoots, because then I get forced to stand still. So that is my favorite way of playing this. That's why it's on my left click, and I am free to have this on teleport here pretty much all the freaking time. So I love that about this. Anyways, let's see. This lasts for 3.5 minutes. Level 7. Enchant level 8 lasts for. Yeah, this lasts for 5 minutes. Very nice. And 83 to attack rating. Level 26. I was also going to check one more other thing. How much is this? Minus 145 to 26. Very nice. Okay, make sure you clear everything on the side. Like, make sure you get rid of these guys. Okay, here's where the mercenary will come into play. There we go. Okay, let's clear these bad boys out. And you will get cursed off right away, by the way. And the Hydras usually melt the mercenaries, so don't be sad if that happens. Try to get your mercenary to survive by, number one, feeding him potions, and number two, you can, like, redirect. Whoa! Did you guys see that explosion? Maybe that's because our fire res is low. But, yowza. What's it
I
called?
can't carry anymore.
Or just teleport him so that you take the Hydra damage instead of him, you know?
Impossible.
What is impossible? Oh. Whoops, that's my bad. Smash that orb. Grand Charm. These guys are in here? Oh, and we made a level. 57. Nice bolt. Okay, we're complete. We're on the final stretch of Act 3, ladies and gents. Oh, give yourself like a little mini stretch session. Stretch out. Ouch, ouch. Stand up a little bit, right? Move your legs around. And let's go to the left, baby. What is here? Alright, I wonder how our maps are going to be for the Durance. I wish this was, we got like a nice map for once. All of our earlier playthroughs have, like on the other main characters that I have been kind of big flops. Oh gosh, please be close. The waypoint is almost too close to the entrance for this to happen. But I think it is allowed. Yes! Oh, guys, you don't even realize. All of this and all the way over there, all the way over here, all the way over here is going to be a huge Durance. And we just... Wow. Alright, players... what should we do? 7? Yeah, that's the best anyway, right? Because players 8 is redundant. Let's do player 7. Let's see if we can kill him quick enough. Maybe we'll have trouble. We'll see. Okay. Actually, you should get rid of these guys if you can. But we all unfortunately also maybe spawn them on player 7. I wonder. Because if they get close enough to Mephisto, they will also heal him. And they could try to do that across the river. So I'll show you in just a second. But this river right here, they will try to, like, you know, if they notice that you're like a little too close to that, they will come and try to get you. Okay, cold immune right there. These guys are annoying, but I am determined now that we've engaged with them and the council. I am determined to finish this.
I am overburdened.
Right. Okay. Alright, skill shrine. Alright, let's do it. Grim Ward. We'll sell for a lot.
My brothers have escaped you.
You are going to have to feed your mercenary some potions. And maybe teleport him around. Make sure you switch to your magic find gear when you're about to kill him. And there you go. Congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. You have completed Act 3 of Nightmare. You're getting closer to those ancients, and to that Larsa quest, and to your forge. I forgot about that. The Hell Forge is great on Nightmare as well. He didn't drop anything good for us, unfortunately. Alright. Now, Act 4, as always, we're not going to go player 7 or 8, because that is a little bit too much of tanky dudes in there. We're either going to go players 3 or players 1. Let's go players 3, maybe. But I'm not a huge fan of... unless if you're decked out, right? Which we are not. Uh-huh. Right. What else was it going to put in here? Oh, yeah, that's for sale. That goes here. That goes in there. That goes in there. Okay. We will pick that up in just a second.
Hail to you, champion.
This? Whoa, my God. What? Why, thank you. Oh, yeah, and that reminds me. I want to... Do I have any... I do not have any of more fire. Because I could get rid of this, but I only have these sucky fire ones. Wow, I only have 2, actually. Do I have anything with fire? No. Because this lightning could go, right? Yeah, it could go instead for fire. This is great though. I will have that. Right. There we go. Oh, let's put some money away, actually. Shall we? Shall we? Okay. That's back up. And let's go. Oh, wow. Plains of Despair was here. Yeah. Any souls? Players 3 looks like a nice thing here. Oh, where are you, baby? There we go. Hug the wall, hug the wall. Oh, there we are. Let's see how these guys go. Still very fun. Aw, no drops. Come on now. Jeez. Looked all over. Okay, more vitality. And I guess we're pumping this. I mean, we'll see. Until we need fire, let's just keep going with cold, I guess. And now that is only because we have free respecs. If I was online and I had to make a solid choice of what I want to do, I would never invest into Ice Bolt. Never ever in a million years. It's just not worth it. Okay, let's do the forge. Oh my god, look at this beauty. We would need it in hell. Wow, that is probably my best lightning resist grand charm on on all of my characters. Because I do not have a perfect lightning resist grand charm. I think my highest one maybe is 27. So, what a freaking beaut. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Fortunately, we would not need fire res, but I am happy that it's lightning, because in general I have less lightning charms than fire. It's just that they're on my other characters now, so that's why. Is this any good? Interesting. Alright, let's put this on here. Now remember, this is completely random. There's nothing you could do about it. So durability 34. Let's smack this thing. Shale rune, horrible, but what you gonna do? Nightmare could have gotten up to an Wow, that is very sad. But shale rune is a shale rune. Shall we keep going? No, let's go back to the town really quickly. Congratulations, hero. Yes, yes. Got our skill points. Ice bolt, ice bolt. I guess we could, in honor of the forge, we could keep the perfect sapphire. Sell these things because I do not keep that stuff. There we go. Although I should start cubing these. I should. But oh yeah, this beauty. Oh my goodness. What a freaking beauty. What else can I get it? Oh, that's it.
What do you need?
And let's repair our gear.
What do you need?
Let's enchant everybody. And then for... yeah, let's stick with players 3. You could go down to players 1 if you do not like this, because this is going to be kind of a step up because of all of the Doom Knights and Abyssal Knights, or whatever they're called. The ones that curse you. They could curse lower res, which gives minus 50 to all res. They amp you, they decrepify you. It does get a little bit hairy sometimes. However, you are a teleporter, right? That is your one-up compared to other... oh my goodness, compared to other classes. See, let's see how bad our res are. Negative 18 for fire, and we're at 31, right? So yeah, 32. Yeah, players 1 is definitely a... yeah, it's an unshameful player count to go do this. There's no shame in doing players 1 chaos on your first Nightmare playthrough. You know, it's a little dangerous. But if you go step by step, you should be okay. So this is what I like to do. Run around. Oh, I heard a jewel. Yeah, in Oblivion Knights, that's what they're called. Other ones are Doom Knights, right? These are Oblivion Knights. Now you do want to clear out the areas where like Lord Sace is going to spawn. You know, clear those out. And Lord Sace can spawn here, or here, or here, wherever. So... and watch out, they will smack your mercenary pretty hard. Look at that fanaticism. There we go. Let's check out the belt. Hey, it's a belt. Almost perfect on the magic find, I think. Or sorry, on the gold find. 79%. Woo! Crazy. We could also clear this out. Now, if you did go Hydra, you can... oh, slash player 7. Oh, very nice. There we go. If you did go Hydra, you can plop some Hydras down. So I'll show you what I mean.
Not even death can save you from me.
Now, if you stand close enough to him, he will not be able to fire hose you down with his lightning hose. I call it fire hose, but oh, see, the mercenary was not standing close enough. Now remember, I did change it to player 7, so he does have a lot of life and he is strong. Oh, and I forgot to switch, but we got a cask. Very nice. Yeah, I don't mind that we got this drop. Very, very nice. I forgot to switch to my Magic Find set, but congratulations, hero. You have completed Act 4 of Nightmare and killed Diablo himself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Right? You knew it, right? I knew it, Deckard knew it. Alright, let's get Emilio back up here. Oh my god! What the heck is my luck with the steel skulls? Look at this. It's even better than this one. By 2 points on both the ED and the MF. You gotta be freaking kidding me. What? That is amazing. I was expecting it to roll. Like, this one is also one-off perfect. That's what I named it. Rare Hunter's Tarnhelm. I am not selling that bad boy. No, 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 no. That's definitely a no-no. That kind of looks cool, right? The symmetry. Ah, this is not symmetrical though. Wait, could there be symmetry here? If we put this. Wait. This should have to go on the outside. Hey. But I do hate that they are out of order. But it could be this way. This. Yeah. Nice. I like it. Very nice drop, though. Wow. I am surprised. Oh, let's put that on the mercenary. Dur. Yes, sirree. 225. There we go. You got that extra defense and that extra magic find. And now when he lands a kill, ta-da! He will, yeah, do his thing. So, very nice. So, technically, I should even let him do the killing, you know, sometimes. Do you have anything in here? Whoopsies. I did not mind. Did not plan on going in here. Okay. And to Act 5 we go. Okay, we were on players 7, right? So we're going to go down to players 3 because Act 5 is dangerous, even straight off in the Bloody Foothills. So I don't know how much you want to risk that.
My magic.
Oh yeah, Burning Archers, my favorite, said Jables sarcastically. Can we get another 4 open socket? Nope. Almost. JK. Alright, killing Shank will give us our Larza quest. Mucho importante. And it lowers the prices in all the vendors. Okay, here we have Eldritch. An annoying Burning Archers pack. But here is where you can, and I will be doing the same thing actually, so don't worry. But not on stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with Act 5, and then off stream, what I am gonna be doing is leveling here at Eldritch, with the hope that it's not too dangerous, like having, you know, elite Burning Archers and elite saber tooth cats throwing, you know, spear throwers. As long as it's not too dangerous, I'm going to be farming Eldritch over and over again on the highest player count that I feel it is efficient, until I get to whatever I, you know, need it to be, right, that I want to be. 60, 65, 70. For hell, I would stay here until 70, you know, in Nightmare. Eldritch will kind of start to, you know, drop off, like after a certain like level-ish, right? But then you could continue with Terror Zones. But yes, farming Eldritch over and over on up to players 8 is a wonderful thing to do, just to prepare yourself for like Ancients and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and go forward. Also, let's grab some. Oh, how are these guys? Ooh, Magic Find and Fire Us. Not nothing. Oh, Jewel of Fervor. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. We gotta put this in the stash, because this is a fantastic, you know, my favorite jewel. And where did these gloves go? Here they go. Not better than this, but if you need fire res, sure. Yeah, I can't believe that this belt has more gold find than the gold wrap, right? But I think this could roll up to 80, and this one is one off perfect. Level 15 required only. Kind of cool. Alright, let's keep going then. We're on players 3, right? Yeah, players 3. That's fine. Yes. Superman. We're just going to be teleporting literally everywhere. Let's free the barbs, I guess, if we find them here. Where are they? Okay, there's one. Small charm. Now, Act 5 Nightmare also drops some nice stuff. Like, this is where the loot starts getting real good. Act 3 in Nightmare, and, like, notably Act 1 has its own threshold of items that, you know, it goes over. I don't know if I'm using that correctly, threshold, but you know what I'm saying. Like the next tier. Act 3 activates another one, especially with Mephisto farming, which, by the way, yeah, it's a great place to farm a bunch of stuff. Mephisto over and over is just like you would do Andy, but you have access to class-specific skills. So you know what you can get? You could get the Oculus, which is level 42. You could get all of the level 42 class-specific items from Nightmare Mephisto. So you can get, the Oculus has 50% magic find on it. It has 3 to all skills, so you get more than the Spirit. It has 30 FCR. It has everything. It has all resistances. It is amazing. Besides the fact that it has that teleport on Truck. Affix. That is just the annoying part of it. But besides that, if you don't mind it, if you're playing on softcore and you don't mind dying here and there by an accidental like trigger of that teleport proc, then farm Nightmare Mephisto, right? And then finally, Act 5 also kind of hits like another level of stuff that could drop. Like, first of all, full rejuves start dropping. Right? We won't have to cube regular rejuves anymore. And just like a slew of items, a slew tier of items starts to like attributes and affixes and stuff. That's what I mean. Affixes kind of get pretty crazy, but crazy good in a good way. Meaning the rolls start to become kind of nice, like on charms and a whole bunch of things. Am I going crazy, or does this look different to us? Alright. Come on, I want to finish this in very soon. Okay, to the right. So for Crystalline Passage, go to the right. By the way, you are going to start encountering cold immunes in the cold caves here. A bunch of monsters are going to be cold immune. Doesn't this look better? Am I going crazy? I feel like the graphics were worse on the writing here. Or am I just losing my mind? Okay, to the right for the frozen river. Okay. By the way, you should go chug some thawing potions. For all of these. Oh no, we have souls. Oh no. Oh, but we have full. Oh my goodness, did you guys see that? What is going on? Why can't I teleport that direction? Oh my gosh. Don't do what I just did, guys. Yeah, hold on. See? What happened? My drops changed. What in the world? Do you guys see this? What I didn't change any settings. What? And this? It never used to be black. Completely. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. What just happened? I'm a little confused how this happened. Right? This is normal. What the heck? I could have sworn this was not even there when... What the... This is very weird. I'm not going to be able to get used to this. What the heck? Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Huh. What?
Good afternoon.
Was there an update made or something?
Thank
Nah. That's impossible. But anyways, we get our res. So let's see. Boom. 41 fire. Okay, hold on. I really have to investigate this. Options. For display mode, calibrate, okay. That's fine. Oh, no. I don't want to change that. Okay, that's fine. Nothing changed, right? Gameplay. Quick cast goes. Let me see. Large font mode. No, I don't want it. Okay, that's custom, sure. Yeah. There's nothing in here that chat font size is small, right? Nothing. What is going on here? This is off, sharpening. It doesn't seem like anything is different. What is this again? Enable a parallax scroll effect to gameplay. Giving the visuals a greater feeling of depth. Huh.
Hello.
I don't know how all of this is possible, but just in the middle of nowhere, this happened. Wait, what? Okay, I really just don't know what the heck just went on. Wow, this is taking me so long to get over. I should grow up. But it's like the resolution or something changed. And I noticed that when I was looking at these. Choose your destination. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, because usually they would have this kind of look to them, right? Like this kind of writing. And all of a sudden, the writing changed to like this kind of writing. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, let's go back. Alright, because we rescued Anya, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we did. Alright, now we have to do the long way. Go this way. All the way here. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going every single time here, but... Oh, nice. So if you want to find the waypoint, you can. I don't ever see myself needing this waypoint. So... I'm just gonna go forward. On players 3. Riveting gameplay. Would you agree? 59. Well, see? Everything is messed up. How is this is this literally messing up as time passes by? Alright, by the way, Ancient Sway, this area specifically with these Dark Lancers is very dangerous. So I would say try to maybe take it slow, kind of like you should have done in the Frozen River as well, because those souls were not a good, idea. Again, I'm gonna be a little risky and just teleport like a madman, but I highly, I do not suggest you do this on your, if you're not comfortable. Like if you haven't been playing Diablo 2 in a long time and you have not played a lot, do not attempt this at home. It's one of those commercial security features, don't try this at home. It's one of these things. Alright, so I went to get the waypoint and I left the TP at the area summit. So here we're gonna go down to players 1, and you should as well. There's no reason to not go to players 1. But before we do so, let's first of all make sure we drink some. Oh my god, this is horrible. Hopefully after I restart my game this fixes itself, because everything is wrong. I mean, what is going on, right? There must be something with the code, because this doesn't just do itself ever. Very weird. Yeah, everything seems a little weird. Like, why is this so low? This is so low? What the heck? Or is my game gonna crash or something? But this is single player. It should not matter. Oh, make sure you buy yourself enough potions. For the fight. Okay.
I can't.
Okay. And hopefully you don't have to, do much of it. Make sure you're on players 1, remember.
The ancients must be close.
And what we try to avoid is cursed, a combination of cursed, extra fast, extra strong, or things like conviction, fanaticism, immune to cold, eh? By the way, we should be staticking. I wonder if we should reset because of that immune to cold, but if if Emilio can deal with them, then we could throw some hydras down, Did both of them die? Okay. go. Congratulations. Nightmare Ancients are not as bad as people make them out to be, but Hell Ancients do pack a punch, so you can't mess with those guys. But Nightmare is still doable. As long as you have a mercenary to help you, then, you know, you don't need the dual spec yet, right? I would say. But the dual spec does help, because technically if my mercenary died, I can kill that last guy with our Hydras, right? Even if we have 1 point in them, I will be able to kill them. Okay, nice. Okay, let's try this way first. Wonder what we're gonna get. Okay, here. Oh. Also, players 3. So here, I mean, this is a dangerous area sometimes, but you can, what was I gonna say? You can get a lot of experience and good stuff. Anyways, our waypoint should take us here to the right of the waypoint. So our waypoint's gonna be on the bottom, really? Come on, game. Whoa. Oh, the waypoint's gonna be down this way, isn't it? What a horrible map. Did I leave a TP or no? I did. Oh, no, I did not. Gosh darn it. I was just going to congratulate myself and say how thoughtful I am. But I guess not. I am not thoughtful. I guess it is straight. For a... What the heck? Again, great experience. I mean, I don't know why I'm not leveling. I should be like killing things here, but I kind of want to just get the run over, and then I could stream it like without. Wow, look at the density. Like, you could get a lot of experience, a lot of items here. This is really concerning me. I don't know what's going on. Unless if there's like a patch that just went through while I was live, which would be kind of weird. I would expect them to, like Blizzard, to have me like restart the app and stuff like that, but very weird. Like, or did I somehow do that? But how could I have to, like, is there a shortcut to do something like this? That it doesn't show up on the settings? Very weird. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever experienced that. Great. So, we want to clear this out right under the throne, because there's a chance we might have to
I can't.
Oh, that's right.
I can't.
Oh my goodness. And that is completely unnecessary as well. The fact that they don't allow... Hey, nice. I keep. Right? Is this the elite version? Might be. Make sure you leave yourself a safety teleportal, town portal. mercenary might again die because of the Hydras. I know I have my Hydras and you don't know which ones are which, but still. If the Hydras target him, he might die, you know.
Thanks.
I mean, hey, there's our first redo. Full redo. Another redo. / players 7. Ouch. Player 7. Maybe a little too much. Maybe. I just want the experience here. That's right. So without static, I would never do higher player count for these guys because they are crazy. Wow, and Lister's also cold immune, and no.
Thanks.
Make my... Oh, our frozen orb is actually pretty strong though. Ooh, ow. Really? Will our mercenary even be able to kill him? That's the question. Where are you, Quilkek? Oh yeah, thank you for these. Is this any good? Summoning, 18 strength. Wow. Level 60 though. What a bummer. Want a tornado? Come on. Or level 1 tornado charges? Please. No thank you. More life. Oh, look at this. This is ridiculous. Want to ice bolt. Oh wait, did I not resurrect my mercenary? I could have sworn I did.
Yes, warrior.
There we go. Excuse me. Alright. You could also use telekinesis to keep him kind of stun locked. I don't know if you guys knew that. You can use telekinesis to do that to your opponent.
I can't.
Oh my goodness. Why do I keep forgetting these things? 4 open sockets? No. Alright, we're also going to do this guy on player 7. I know it's probably a bad idea, but why not? We are on the last stretch. And let's do what we do best.
The power of the world's unlocked.
Static, static, static until you cannot anymore. And then literally you're running around and shooting. Excuse me. You could set a few hydras down. Put on your magic find gear. Because he could drop nice stuff. And congratulations, what do we get? Nothing good. Woohoo! Give yourself a pat on the back. You have completed Nightmare on your Sorceress. And you will get a different new title now. I hit 63. You guys should also be in your 60s by now. Let's talk to him. Let's go back to town really quickly. Where'd that portal open, huh? Oh, look at that. Let's go talk to everybody, see what they feel. about what I have done here. What's up, Quilkek?
I. Hello.
Deckard, yes, yes. Alright, Nilithek is gone. Let's see what Anya will give us as a reward. Boom. 2 to Sword Skill, 1 Energy Shield. Hey, if you don't want to invest in Energy Shield, but you want to try using it, getting an orb like this or a staff with Energy Shield on it is a good idea. That's an interesting one. Now we have access to Nilithek. However, we're not going to probably be doing him because we don't get any keys from him or anything like this, and he's kind of far away. Dangerous area. And there we have it. Now we have our second Larza quest to get sockets into anything we want. Remember, he gives you the max sockets, which sometimes is desirable, sometimes it is not, right? So make sure you do your research on that. Don't just socket anything that you find. Make sure that it's you have to remember where it dropped, what kind of a monster it dropped from. Was it a normal, champion, unique, or super unique? And yeah, make sure you do your research when it comes to using the Larza quest. What else can I say? All of our quests are done besides this one. I don't know what I'm going to Larzik yet. But like Larziking this would be nice for level 15s. But now technically I have access to something like a Shaco, right? Which I will not be using because I want to be authentic here. But yeah, congratulations. What can you do now? Well, like I said earlier, you can farm Eldritch over and over and increase the player count over and over as well. He's right off the waypoint from the Frigid Highlands. What else can you do? The frozen caves are just kind of either dangerous or redundant because of all the cold immunes there. You could do Bale waves, or sorry, Bale runs. Bale can drop a lot of good stuff, obviously, but you will get a lot of experience, and then you have access to Terror Zones now. So you could easily level to like early 70s, but mid 70s is probably where well, I am gonna keep farming for a long time until I get that Stone of Jordan. Until I go to Hell, or if I decide to, I'll go to Hell first and then come back. But I do have to revisit my map. So this is what I was going to say towards the end here. Actually, let's go in through the portal. And what are we called now? Champions. Okay, beautiful. Now, this is very important. If you like your maps in Nightmare and you plan on staying there, do not go to Hell. Okay, even if you accidentally go to Hell here, when this pops up, all of your maps in Nightmare will reset. They will be brand new. You will not know where anything is, and you could get better or worse maps, but you're going to be kind of annoyed because you know, farmed over and over certain areas here, and you got to know your maps. So if you're not ready to go to Hell, don't do that yet until you are at the level that you want to be when you're going to go to Hell, until you have the proper gear that you want. So let's talk about that a little bit. For example, Skin of the Viper Magi is probably one of the best in slot options here. Where can this drop? Nightmare Mephisto. Can it drop a little earlier? I'm pretty sure yes. I don't know if Nightmare Endariel can drop it, but maybe she can, because Serpent Skin armor is technically like an Act 1 armor, right? But the quality level of the Skin of the Viper Magi might be a little higher, so I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. But definitely Nightmare Mephisto can drop it. This is a best in slot for a lot of builds until you get into the crazies like Enigma and stuff like that. But for standard gameplay and standard farming, without crazy high rune words or anything like this, Skin of the Viper Magi is worth farming for. So do your Nightmare Mephisto runs, man. Get your Skin of the Viper Magi. Find yourself a lidless wall if you need. Where is that? This can drop from Nightmare Mephisto. What else? Oh wow, did everything fix? Yes, it fixed. What the heck? That was weird. This can be found at Nightmare Mephisto. Make sure you already have your spirit. So by now you should definitely have your spirit. You should definitely have an insight. And you should definitely... What else was I saying that other time? You should definitely have yourself a rhyme. You should definitely have yourself either a lore helm, which is Ort Soul, or some kind of helm that you found that has nice stuff on it. You should definitely have some kind of dual res boots, or maybe run walk and one res, or one res and some magic find, like some kind of a double something. Okay, don't just go for just only one affix boots. You should definitely have double affix or more with useful stats. Also double affix or more for gloves. So things like this, you know what I mean? With some resistances, some MF, but you can find Mage Fists in a normal difficulty. You could find Nat's Boots. Again, if you wanted to take a guess where would you guess? Yep, you're correct. Nightmare Mephisto. You could find these. Gold Wrap, you could also find a long time ago, but I wouldn't recommend this. Maybe something with res on it, right? Find yourself a War Belt, right? Find yourself, or craft yourself a faster cast rate belt. Actually, I totally forgot to talk about this. You can craft yourself a faster cast rate belt by using a shark skin or a vampire fang belt. Shark skin or vampire fang. Those give you full potion slots, and you need an Ith rune, ITH, Ith, a perfect amethyst, and a is it a jewel? Wait, an Ith and a perfect amethyst. I know that for a fact. Yeah, it might be a jewel. And a jewel, and you'll get a random roll of 5 to 10 faster cast rate, which can help out if you are missing like just a little tad bit from your spirit, right? Because spirits can roll greatly or horribly. So if you cannot, if you don't want to keep re-rolling, or you don't even have a hell rune to re-roll with, craft yourself a few of these, because just collect your amethysts and make them perfect. Okay, so get yourself a nice dual res belt, maybe get yourself some nice rings. You do not need magic find at this point. This is focused on magic find, but I did give myself some gear, so you will not have access to a spirit monarch yet. But don't worry, you have a rhyme. Okay, you don't need a +1 to skills or a +2 to skills shield yet, right? This will come in time when you get to hell. So yeah, farm a bunch of Nightmare, Andariel, Countess, Mephisto, Eldritch, Bale, Nilithak, if you want. Not Nilithak. What's this guy's name? Pindle.
Could this be a trap?
Pindle. Right? Farm some Pindle. Get some stuff. But again, this is on player 7, so see, it took us a little bit, but we're gaining experience. Yeah, you could gain experience here too, I forgot to tell you guys. But farm yourself some good stuff, because in hell, you have to be ready to do minus 60 to your resistances, which in my case, fire would be negative 20, which is horrible, almost undoable in hell. Probably get one shot by anything that's fire enchanted. What else? So yeah, make sure your reses are up there. Your resistances. What else can I say? Your mercenaries should definitely have a 3 open socket helm by now that has a shale IO and either a soul for the life leech, which you should make 2, I would say. Make 1 with a soul, so make yourself a bulwark right here, and make yourself a secondary one, or maybe even 3. A secondary one that's nice is cure, and a third one if you happen to get a third IO and a third shale and a Thul rune, THUL. Make yourself a hearth, if that's what it's called. I always call it a hearth, so hopefully I'm right, but if not, then correct me. And that gives you cannot be frozen for the mercenary. So depending on where you go farm, you can use certain variations of the helmet. For example, if you're farming in Dariel, go with cure because of the, you know, poison length reduced and any curses reduced. If you're doing, you know, maybe Chaos Sanctuary, maybe cure is also a good one. I don't know. But you probably wouldn't be doing Chaos Sanctuary unless if you want to. I don't know. You could really farm anywhere in the game now. Nightmare in general is just good. It's a way big jump from like normal difficulty when it comes to item quality drops and all that good stuff. So enjoy Nightmare for as long as you want. You could feel like a king or a queen when you're like in your 70s and you're on player 7 doing Bale waves and then killing Bale. Like, you know, it feels good when you outperform the monsters just by sheer skills and level, which gives you a huge advantage, right? Because the Sorceress gets a whole bunch of damage based on skills, right? So yeah, for now I'm just, you know, you could stick with one element and just avoid anybody that's immune to that element. But for Hell, without a Sunder Charm, you are going to want to diversify into probably a secondary, somewhat powerful build just in case, because you will not be able to complete every quest, you know. Especially like, I mean, you can, I guess, keep resummoning your mercenary, but he will, you know, he can't do everything, every content in the game. Even if you keep feeding him potions and stuff, he'll just die eventually, right? In Hell. So anyways, good luck on your farming, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. This was kind of a faster one because there was so much teleporting, so don't mind that. That's just how kind of sorceresses go. I did, you know, stop by here and there to explain a few things, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If that's true, give the video a thumbs up and hit the like button. If you have any questions or suggestions or concerns or whatever, maybe the music is too loud, maybe the voice is too soft, yada yada, leave them in the comment section below. I do appreciate any interactions that I have with you guys and any that you guys have with each other. So that's great. And then don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. And then if you're extra bored, you can go over to Twitch and follow me there, which is also completely free. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you guys again in the next one very soon. So take it easy, everybody. Take care, good luck, and see you next time. Bye bye. See you later, YouTube.